The CREG Center stands for the Cleveland Recycling and Energy Generation Center. The policies that guide the activities at the CREG Center are based on sustainability principles and meet the 3 P's behind sustainability: people, planet, and profit. So what's it all about? It's about recycling, reusing, and recovering resources that today are sent to the landfill. CREG will accelerate the implementation of the citywide recycling program. It will have a material recovery facility to extract additional recyclables and harmful items like electronic components we call e-waste. It will take the remaining post-recycled waste and convert it into a fuel pellet. CREG will feature state-of-the-art gasification technology and gasify only the fuel pellet. CREG will have a state-of-the-art air pollution control equipment center which controls emissions and keeps them within all applicable U.S. and Ohio EPA requirements. Last and not least, the CREG will also be able to take the ashes and hopefully take those ashes that remain after the gasification process and make decorative bricks for them or use those ashes for other commercial purposes. All of these components together will align perfectly with the core values of the CREG Center, which are focused on recycling, recovering, and reusing resources while generating electricity through an environmentally friendly process based on the gasification of post-recycled municipal solid waste. Now that's a mouthful, but it simply means that we will reuse, recover, and recycle resources. Now that's what the CREG Center is all about. No, CREG will not incinerate municipal solid waste. There's a big difference between gasification and incineration. Incineration is basically a process where you combust municipal solid waste in an environment where you have high heat and high oxygen, and you create a lot of harmful pollutants. On the other hand, gasification occurs in an environment where there is controlled heat and oxygen, and you avoid the creation of harmful pollutants. There's other important differences between the two. For example, incineration is basically a one-step process. You produce steam by processing or combusting municipal solid waste, and that creates a lot of heat. And you do that then, with that steam, you produce electricity. It's a one-step process. Gasification, on the other hand, is a two-step process. First, you convert that waste stream into a synthetic gas, you clean the gas, and then you use that gas to produce steam and then produce electricity. There's a big difference between the two. Also, incineration is a constantly fed process. It's a continuous feed process. Gasification, on the other hand, is a batch process that enables you to take more time to load your gasifier and remove the recyclables from the process. So there's a big difference between the two. There are 4 key components to how we control mercury and other harmful pollutants at the CREG Center. First, the CREG will have a state-of-the-art material recovery facility that will extract additional recyclables from the waste stream and also remove harmful e-waste or components that have electronic components that have mercury in them. Our next step at the CREG Center after the MRF will be the creation of a fuel pellet. The fuel pellet will be a green fuel that will not contain harmful pollutants such as the e-waste components that we've removed from the waste stream. We'll gasify only the fuel pellet at the CREG Center. Next, the CREG Center will be based on state-of-the-art gasification technology. This technology has been used successfully abroad in residential areas without any harmful effects. And fourth, and last and not least, is at the back end of the process, we'll have state-of-the-art air pollution control equipment that will effectively control all emissions from the process. The CREG Center is the best option because it offers the most comprehensive solution for recovering and reusing municipal solid waste resources. No more dumping hundreds of thousands of tons of valuable resources in a landfill each year. No more paying millions of dollars to take this resource and dump it in a landfill. The CREG Center will enable the city to accomplish its sustainability goals, its recycling goals, and its advanced energy portfolio diversification goals for Cleveland Public Power. No other single project offers such a comprehensive solution.
The CREG Center will allow for the City of Cleveland to accelerate the automated waste collection and curbside recycling program. We have designated funding for this program, which means the remaining portion of the households in the City of Cleveland will be phased in a lot sooner. The advantage of the citywide curbside recycling program with the CREG Center will allow for us to have a state-of-the-art material recovery facility to to sort the materials received from our recycling program. Those materials being the glass, plastics, the metal, paper, and aluminum cans that we collect through the program will be sold on the open market to generate additional revenues. Thus far this year with our curbside program, we have generated approximately $700,000 in additional revenue for the City of Cleveland. As we move forward with the CREG Center, we will be able to separate more of that material and sell more of that material on the open market, as well as receive 100% of the profits from that sale. Again, this is a positive advantage for the City of Cleveland, a positive advantage for the CREG Center. Yes, the CREG Center will save the city on its waste collection services. The CREG Center will have a number of advantages for waste collection in lower tipping fees because we're shipping less material to the landfill, increased revenues from the sale of our recyclables, and decrease in the operating costs, particularly as it relates to workers' comp injuries. We have already seen a decrease in these costs with our current program, and as we move forward, we're definitely going to see some more positive advantages and savings for the City of Cleveland. We're excited about this program, we're excited about the CREG Center, and it's going to be a great thing for the City of Cleveland overall.
Each of us creates an average of 4 pounds of trash each day and 144 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions through our energy use. The CREG project is an opportunity for the city to significantly expand its recycling program and reduce its dependence on energy from coal. Our current system is not financially, environmentally, or socially sustainable. We spend $7 million each year to put our trash in a landfill. We purchase more than 90% of our energy from coal. And coal has a very large carbon footprint. It creates large amounts of pollution, and its costs are predicted to continue to rise. CREG will reduce methane emissions from landfills, carbon dioxide emissions from truck traffic traveling to the landfill, and increase recycling as we use the best available technology to prevent pollution. The CREG project will boost the recycling rate to 25 to 30%. The recycling alone is equal to the environmental benefit of removing 8,500 cars from the road permanently each year. It will save more than 400,000 gallons of water, and it will reduce greenhouse gas emissions, the equivalent of 50,000 tons of carbon dioxide. We all have to work together to reduce waste at the source, to reuse, and to recycle. And then we have to responsibly dispose of what is left through gasification or landfill. The CREG project is about taking responsibility for the trash our community produces and the energy we use.